Alright, hope we are all good, and of course welcome back yet again. This is day 4 of 365. It's currently -2 and I am in fact freezing, so I've got hat, hood up, everything. However, I'm in fact wearing shorts. Makes sense, probably not, but just like wearing shorts, you know what I mean? So my legs can breathe. I feel like when it's cold and you wear like joggies or like long trousers, if you know what I mean, you get pure like sweaty and uncomfortable legs, so I'll just stick to the shorts, man. So today we in fact have the same mission as yesterday because there was no sourdough in, of course, well, any of the Tesco's yesterday, so I really need to get sourdough like now because prep starts tomorrow and I just need to find sourdough. So my plan is try Tesco again. If it's not there, I'm going to just go to Aldi and grab the Aldi sourdough. Now, it's not the best sourdough, but at the same time, it'll do the job for now until Tesco get their finger out their arse, man. So that is the plan for today. However, something that I've been kind of thinking about is like, obviously when it comes to the new year, right, everyone kind of has this sort of resolution of, right, okay, I'm going to lose weight this year. Unless you're like a pure, naturally skinny person and you go, okay, I want to gain some size this year, which, to be fair, I've kind of been at both ends of the scale. Like, I was quite chubby, I lost a lot of weight, and then I was just like extremely skinny and had like nothing to me, you know what I mean? That's when I was like a lot younger, to be fair. I got really skinny, just kind of looked like a pure lanky kid, you know what I mean? A lanky wee guy. Wanted to add on some size, I then just got too fat. Yeah, built some muscle along the way, but I just got too fat. Until eventually I kind of found that sort of structure and started like actually building a semi-decent physique, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's amazing by any means, but it's definitely better than what it was. But when it comes to, again, like losing fat or building muscle, whatever it may be, like, again, same thing as food, like everyone really overcomplicates it. Now, if you're just starting out in the gym, right, and you're trying to lose body fat or you're trying to build muscle, whatever it is, don't instantly think that you can just like make everything perfect straight away. Right, okay, my training will be absolutely perfect, my food will be perfect, my expenditure will be absolutely perfect, right? Not everything's going to be absolutely spot on straight away. It's trying to find what actually works for you and what you actually need to reach your goals, right? Because it's the same as that. Goes for food as well, with digestion, all that kind of stuff, but like everybody's body is so different, right? I might need to eat, say for example, I'm 90 kilos, right? Then I've got a pal who's also 90 kilos, and we're both trying to lose body fat, right? Me, for example, I've got an office job. He might have like a pure on his feet job all day, right? So he might be able to eat 3,000 or like 3,300 calories a day to like lose body fat. Me, I might need to eat like 2,000 a day. It's completely different for everyone. If you're doing like more steps than the next person, chances are you need to eat a little bit more to kind of maintain your sort of like overall sort of energy, strength, all that kind of stuff. But you can still lose body fat, whereas I might need to eat a little bit less to then lose the same amount of body fat, you know what I mean? So don't automatically think that straight away it's going to be spot on and you'll know exactly what to do and you'll know exactly how to lose body fat or build muscle. Like, it takes years, realistically, it takes years to kind of like actually not even perfect it, just improve it. Like me just now, I'm almost probably 10 years in to like being in the gym in general, right? And I know for a fact that I've still not perfected absolutely everything. There's more that I can learn, there's more that I can like sort of figure out. Yeah, I know how my body works now. Like, I know how to kind of manipulate my body to either grow or lose body fat, whatever it is. But at the same time, it's still not absolutely perfect. Like, it's not going to be perfect for probably a pretty long time, man. And I don't expect it to be either. So if you're kind of just starting this year thinking, right, okay, New Year's resolution is lose some body fat. If you don't lose any body fat in your first month, right, if you're going solo, you've not got a coach, you've not kind of like researched an awful lot, you're just kind of sitting thinking, right, okay, I'll go to the gym. That's your kind of first starting point, right? If you're not losing body fat in your first month of going to the gym, don't be surprised. If you haven't then thought, right, okay, I need to like make sure my food's on point as well. Like, it's okay like saying, oh, I'll eat healthy, I'll go to the gym and I'll eat healthy, right? You can do that, that's completely fine. But if you're going to the gym, you're eating healthy, but you're eating a lot of volume, chances are you're not going to lose a lot of body fat, right? So when it comes to it, first off, don't sit and think, right, okay, I've not lost anything over the past month. For the full month of January, this is absolutely useless. Like, what's the point in this, right? Start doing more basic things. Don't think everything has to be perfect straight away. If you're going to the gym, your eating is like relatively clean. Yeah, maybe the kind of macros aren't spot on, but it's relatively clean, right? If you're weighing yourself, let's say you've lost nothing, you've stayed the exact same the entire month of January, right? If you haven't started adding in, say, cardio, put some cardio in. If your steps are quite low, do some more steps. Realistically, when it comes to losing body fat, right, the last thing that you actually want to change is your food. You don't want to eat a pure, like, majorly low amount of food, especially not too early on, right? If you're just starting out your kind of sort of your fat loss journey, so to speak, right, and the first thing that you change when you don't see any like weight loss is your food, something's wrong, right? Your steps could be too low, your cardio could be too low. The last thing you want to change is your food. So if it's eating, for example, like 3,000 calories, right? You're losing nothing. You're doing maybe like 5, 6k steps a day, right? Try and get 8k steps a day. Try and get 10k steps a day. Add in 10, 15 minutes of cardio. The next week, 20, 25 minutes of cardio, right? Just slowly up your expenditure rather than thinking, right, okay, I'll change food and eat absolutely nothing. I'll just starve myself. Because the second that you starve yourself, right, you start craving things, your energy goes to absolute shit, and overall you just go, sack this, man, I can't be bothered doing it, right? And it's completely natural, like, to think that, like, to think, I don't want to starve myself, I don't want to feel this absolutely horrible way. Like, of course you're going to sit and think that. Like, who wants to feel that way? Who wants to feel pure hungry and, like, just crave shit all the time? No one wants to do that, right? So at the end of the day, rather than changing your food, change the other things that you can change. Possibly train in the gym more often, or do some more steps, do some more cardio, take up a kind of new hobby, whether it be like, I don't know, football or paddle. That's quite a popular thing now, paddle, badminton, whatever it may be. Do something with your partner, do something with your pals, just anything. Find like a kind of new activity to try out. Because when it comes to like building muscle, losing body fat, you want to make it as fun as you possibly can, right? If you're sitting thinking, right, okay, I'm going to train 6, 7 times a week, I'm going to eat absolutely nothing and just starve myself, and I'll do an hour of cardio every single day, I can almost guarantee you're going to feel absolutely horrible. You're not going to want to stick to it for any longer than, say, a week, 2 weeks, if you're pretty lucky, right? So try and find a sort of like routine and sort of plan that actually works for you, rather than going, right, okay, I've seen this person on Instagram who trains 5 times a week, they also run 4 times a week, and they eat this really healthy meal every single day, and their total calories are 2,000 calories, right? If you're just starting the gym and you jump straight into that, it's not going to work for you. I don't want to be the guy that says, like, oh, you're being pure delusional, but trust me, you're being very delusional. If you're sitting thinking, right, okay, I can eat that, I can do all this straight away, it's not going to happen. It's going to take you a lot of time to actually get there, right? So to sort of break that down, if your New Year's resolution is to lose body fat or build muscle, start off with the basics, right? Don't starve yourself straight away. Don't try and eat 5,000 calories straight away if you're trying to gain weight, right? Train in the gym, see how your scale weight moves, then possibly add a bit more food, take a bit more food out, add some more cardio in, take some cardio out if you're like not losing, if you're not gaining enough weight, sorry. Whatever your goal is, just take it in small steps. Don't instantly go, right, okay, I need to gain everything in the first week, or I need to lose everything in the first 2 weeks. Like, if you're looking for like a pure short-term success in the sense of, right, okay, in 3 weeks' time, I want to be absolutely massive, or in 3 weeks' time, I want to lose 10 kilos, it's not going to happen, right? If you're really, really serious about it and you want to gain muscle or you want to lose body fat, you need to give yourself a pretty long runway, right? Realistically, for like losing body fat, think 16 to 20 weeks, right? You want to do it slow and steady so you can actually stick at it, right? If you go, right, okay, in 8 weeks' time, I want to lose 20 kilos, instantly you starve yourself. Cardio is through the roof. You're trying to do 20,000 steps a day. You're going to just feel absolutely terrible, right? But if you say, do you know what, I'll train 4 times a week. I'll do 20 minutes cardio 3 times a week, and I'll eat 2,400 calories, and I'll try and get 10k steps a day. It sounds a lot more realistic than eating 1,200 calories, doing 20,000 steps a day, and try to get 90 minutes of cardio ticked off and training 6 times a week. You know what I mean? Find something that actually sounds doable for you, something that you actually enjoy as well. Find a training method that actually you like to do. Don't force yourself to go to the gym and like lift extremely heavy weights, or like try and do a new hobby you don't actually like doing if you're going to just hate doing it. Find something that you actually like doing. Like when it comes to training, I absolutely love training. This is why I do what I do. I want to do bodybuilding because I actually love the whole sort of training aspect. It's a kind of like a new part of the journey, if that makes sense. But if you're like, I absolutely hate badminton, but I'm going to go play badminton 4 times a week, you're just not going to stick to it, you know what I mean? So find what you enjoy doing. Same goes for food. Find what you enjoy eating. Find a routine that actually works for you, and don't just jump straight into the deep end straight away. Oh, by the way, I have never been so buzzing to see sourdough in all my life. Thank God, man. So, wee Tesco trip ticked off. Sourdough, 900 grams of the good stuff. Some potatoes, I know, I forgot that it was yesterday. And we're good to go for tomorrow, man. So first day on the new food. I've run through it before, but I'll run through it kind of briefly again. So obviously previously I was on 3,480 calories on a training day. That was 235 grams of protein, 60 grams of fats, and 500 grams of carbs. And we're dropping down to 2,775, so about what, 600, 700 calories. In the first sort of like initial drop anyway. Still 230 grams of protein, 55 grams of fats, and 340 grams of carbs. So it's a decent kind of wee chunk off, to be fair, but at the same time it's not a pure like insane low, you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying, like when it comes to like trying to lose body fat, I'm still going to be eating 2,800 calories a day to lose body fat. Like I can guarantee in the first like week or two I'll definitely lose off of that, because I've been maintaining just now, sorry pardon me, at roughly 88.4, I think it is, I think it's like 88.4, 88.5 on 3,400 calories on a training day, and it's been stayed there pretty consistently, right? So eating 2.7k plus adding a little bit of cardio back in, steps a bit higher as well. Training volume is the exact same, but in terms of like kind of overall expenditure, i.e. steps, cardio, it is higher. So I know for a fact that I'll lose body fat off of this. So 88.45, chances are I'll see into the kind of 87s anyway, by the end of the week, no doubt. But again, I'm just pure buzzing to start prep, man. I don't know what it is, like I'm just pure excited to actually start. I'm pure like, I'm nervous obviously, but at the same time I'm obviously quite excited as well. Like, it's something new in it, I haven't done it before, so I'm like, oh, I'm a bit kind of, is this going to be good, is it going to be bad, I don't know, but like I'm pure excited, obviously nervous, but I'm just looking forward to it, man. Like it's a new kind of like, it's a new step forward for me. Like I've loved the gym for so long, I've really liked bodybuilding for so long, I just haven't ever done it myself in the sense of like actually prepping for like going on stage, you know what I mean? Like I've gained obviously for the past 2 years, and it's like, do you know what? Now is like the time to just kind of reveal it all, strip back all body fat possible, whilst of course maintaining muscle much as we possibly can. But I'm just really excited to actually just kind of get on stage and just kind of see how I'm looking at that sort of peak physique for me, so to speak, like the kind of the most muscle that I can have at the lowest body fat percentage that I can possibly have. I'm just looking forward to it, man. It'll be really, really good. So I'm excited, man. But we'll get on the road back home now. Sourdough mission has finally been complete, man, thank God. I don't know what happened, man, like the past like week, maybe even 2 weeks, like sourdough's just been kind of off the radar in Tesco for whatever reason, man. But hopefully that's it, back on track now, and that never happens again. Because sourdough is honestly unbelievably goated, I can't lie. If you don't have sourdough already, just start having it, please, because trust me, it's so good, man. Some people kind of think it's pure like actually it tastes sour, but it doesn't actually taste sour. It's not like a pure off bread, you know what I mean? But if you leave it for too long, I've kind of found, like say for example you buy a loaf, right, and you open it, and you eat it like too close to the sort of the use by date, it does kind of start to go a bit more kind of sour, because obviously it is like fermented bread in it, so it's like it does kind of get towards the sort of sour side, but it's not like it's pure you're eating it and going, oh, that's sour, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing like that at all. But aye, as I was saying, obviously prep starts tomorrow. It's going to be roughly about a 20-week prep, possibly longer. Now, the way that it kind of works is to compete as a junior is up until you're 24, right? Now, I'm 23 just now. My birthday is on the 31st of July, so I've basically got up until the 31st of July to compete as a junior in some federations. Now, some federations are up until you're 23, so technically I'm kind of already past that stage of like being able to compete as a junior. In those federations, you know what I mean? But there's still a few that I can still compete in up until 24 as a junior. So my main sort of plan is compete as a junior. I've got two shows planned. I won't name the shows, but I've got 2 shows planned. But again, if like say I turn 24, because my last show is like, it's pretty close to my birthday, but it's like still not like insanely close, you know what I mean? So it might be a case where say I turn 24 and go, do you know what, actually I want to compete not as a junior and as I guess a novice to call it at that point. If I want to compete, then I might do a kind of another show after that, a third show. But again, my kind of plan is just to kind of see where I'm sitting, how I'm feeling when it comes to like my birthday. Do I want to compete again after that, whatever it is. But my main sort of thing is I want to compete twice. I've got 2 shows I want to compete in. Once they're done, everything else is a kind of bonus after that. If I compete again after the 2 shows, right, it literally is just a bonus for me. It's like I've done what I wanted to do, and that's basically my sort of goal. Those 2 shows, get sort of time on stage, see what I look like at a kind of a peak prep sort of setting at 23 pretty much, and then basically go from there. Chances are like it'll be like a 2-3 year like off season after this kind of competing anyway. Like I won't be back on stage again like next year or the following year. It'll be at least like 2-3 years. I want to give it a lot of time of like gaining and like consistent gaining, and I also kind of want to like enjoy my life as well. Like at the end of the day, as I've had to before, like bodybuilding and that, as much as I love it, it's unfortunately not my life right now. And if it was, of course, different story. Like it was a career, and like I made it a career, and it was like that's what I was going to do in my life. Great, right? And as much as I wish I could do that, I'm not in the position just now to actually do that. So I'm not going to sit and go, right, okay, I'm like blocking out my entire rest of my life. I'm going to have no social life, pure no do things, no go on holidays or this kind of stuff, right? Because it's not my career just now. And although I could do that and like make it my career by like sacrificing holidays and sacrificing social events or that kind of stuff, that I could probably do that if I proper stuck to it for like 3-4 years, like consistently gaining, proper on plan the entire time. But at the same time, I'm 23, man, and I'm not in a position, like I said, to like proper give it everything in the sense of, right, okay, I could really make this a career. Because if we're being like brutally honest, right, my genetics, I'm not using that as an excuse by any means whatsoever, right, but my genetics are not up there with some of the natural guys like nowadays, man. Like, there's a lot of natural boys now that are like crazy, man. Like you look at them and go, what even is that, man? I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but I think it's Toyton. I think he's like 21 and literally the most like wild physique that I've like ever seen for a natural person ever, right? And you look at him and go, Jesus Christ, man. Like if that's what you're competing against, you're like, I'm waiting a lot of time to like pure gain. Because just now I'm just not at that level. And who knows, maybe in like 3-4 years if I'm like proper consistent, I could be at that level. But again, that's like pure far-fetched saying that, you know what I mean? If I could get there, class, but it's going to take a long time. And just now I want to like go and travel and like see places, all that kind of stuff, right? At the same time, obviously I'd love to kind of just like chill out and like have my own place and just go to the gym and live a pure chill life. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what, I'm still young. I want to see places, I want to go and do things, I want to like have a fun life at the same time. This sun, man, geez, oh. So as much as I kind of could, just like sacrifice everything and like dedicate my whole life to bodybuilding. I'm like, I've also got other goals of like wanting to see certain places, go on holiday certain places, like spend time with loved ones, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like I want to do things. So, and only over the kind of past few months have I actually kind of thought about it and went, do you know what, like I'm still young, I want to do all these things, I shouldn't just automatically shut my life out because I want to get good at bodybuilding. I can still do that in the background without like actually dedicating my entire life to stepping on stage for the next time. Like when it really comes to it, my passion lies with, sorry, I don't know what happened there, someone was like driving up the middle of the road and I get fucking knocked out, man. But realistically, my passion lies with training and coaching, right? Like I love helping people, even out with coaching, just like in general, I love helping people, right? So when it really comes to it, my passion doesn't lie with getting on stage. It lies with like the whole sort of process of getting on stage, yeah, like training. I'm purely going in and out of daydreams now, trying to park and stuff, man. When it really comes to it, my passion lies with training and coaching and helping people, right? It doesn't lie with getting on stage and like sort of making that my end goal of, right, okay, I have to step on stage and I have to do this, have to do that. Like my passion is training and my passion is coaching and helping other people. So I don't have to dedicate my whole life to getting on stage to keep doing my passions of training and helping people. Like it's completely different things. Like if I really want to follow my passions, I could go and travel places and spend time with people, all this kind of stuff, whilst coaching and whilst training. I can still do those things completely fine because I love training, I love helping people. I can do those things whilst being anywhere I want, pretty much, right? So when it comes to like bodybuilding and stepping on stage, I want to do it this time to experience it, see how I feel doing it. But at the same time, in future, I'm not like, right, okay, next year I'm competing, the following year I'm competing. Like I'm going to give it a long time to literally just gain as much as I possibly can, get a good amount of muscle actually on my frame, but focus more so on actually like living my life in the sense of doing the things that I want to do. Loving training, loving coaching people and helping people, and of course just spending time with people that I love and people that are like obviously like my family, friends, all that kind of stuff, and like going and doing things that I wouldn't be able to do when I'm say like 70 or 80, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like we're not here forever. Like I said before, I'll say it again, we're not here forever. I want to do things whilst I'm young rather than just pure like writing my life off to bodybuilding, because it's something that I'm really passionate about and I love, but just now it's not something that I'm willing to like put my whole life into. Coaching, trust me, I'll put my life into that for sure, man, because I love doing coaching. It's a pure, like I've said it before, it's a pure wild feeling, like helping people, seeing their bodies transform, their mindsets transform. That I would happily pour my life into because I love it more than anything. Like actually doing that and like seeing the progression in people and actually being able to help them and like be a part of their progression. That is what I genuinely love. Training, getting in the gym, progressing all the time, like seeing myself develop, all that kind of stuff, that I absolutely love. But when it comes to bodybuilding and like being on prep, I know this prep, I'm going to be sacrificing a lot of things, and I'm more than willing to do that just now because I want to experience it, I want to see how it feels, and I want to actually give the process absolutely everything that I've got. Like I will not leave anything in the tank when it comes to this prep, right? But after that, I want to then kind of take some downtime away from like the whole idea of getting on stage. In terms of training, no downtime there. I'll be back to training, back to growing, all that good stuff. But I won't have in the back of my mind, right, okay, I'm getting on stage again at this date. Like that's not going to be my sort of like mindset when it comes to that. My mindset is going to be enjoy your training, enjoy what you love doing, spend time with the people that you love, and then basically go from there. And then in the future, I'll probably compete again, but there's no sort of like date on when that'll happen, you know what I mean? So yes, that is day 4 ticked off. It's not a crazy one. Sourdough was achieved. A little kind of like breakdown of my sort of like mindset just now, what I want to do in future. But yes, I hope you have enjoyed day 4 of 365 ticked off, and I'll catch you in at the next one.